Greg, we are just 5 hours into early voting, and I can tell you the voting turnout is impressive. This photo in my hand is a picture of Adriana Nobles. She was shot and killed in this area last week. Just a very heartbreaking moment here in Columbus. I can tell you it's still a very active scene. Vice President Mike Pence is set to campaign for Senator David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler ahead of the Senate runoff races. So this is a live look as the Vice President lands in Columbus. Georgia's recount of presidential votes is complete and reaffirms Joe Biden as the state's choice for president. More than 50 counties had the audit count match exactly with the certified vote, but not in Muskogee County. We have our questions. And because my voice is hoarse and I sound like a man, I am now the sexiest man alive as well. And we have tripped on those cables before. Workers come, more money. No, I'm kidding. Well, right now, Columbus police continue to search for the person or persons responsible for shooting and killing a man. The Muskogee County Coroner's Office says 22-year-old Dominique Wisdom is the victim in this shooting. As new COVID-19 infections rise in our area, so does the demand for vaccines. Columbus is now facing a new set of challenges. Hey, Greg, just because you don't see anything behind me, it doesn't mean people are not taking action. Now, I spoke with many of them this morning, and they tell me their reasons for voting are deeper than politics. Columbus police say they want the person responsible for Jamie Tarver's death not to get away with murder. Family and friends have created a makeshift memorial for her. We've said this time and time again. This one item can save someone else's life.
Reports he's officially worth $1 billion with a B.
We're not there yet.
No. I wonder if I'm even a thousandaire a lot of times. So yeah, we got to do that. 100-aire.
What happened to a Phoenix City man down this lonely stretch of road in Hatchachubby is no longer a mystery. But the answers don't make it easier for his family.
It's a terrible, terrible situation. A terrible feeling to have somebody taken away from you.
Anthony Wilborn was abducted and murdered in late October. Russell County investigators now know why. They say he was lured from his home by these two men as part of a robbery plan. Gary Cochran and Javon Williams are both facing capital murder charges in this case.
It's a travesty that Anthony was 39 years old and had his life taken so early, so young.
Because, you know, once you take somebody's life, that person is never coming back again.
The victim's uncle, Drew Tyner, is no stranger to crime. He spent 19 years investigating homicides with the Columbus Police Department. He now understands grief in a way he never did.
Being on that side has no comparison to being on this side.
Tyner says the arrest won't bring Anthony back, but he's thankful for the work of Russell County Sheriff Heath Taylor and his team.
And he told us that he was going to do everything in his power to try and figure out who committed this crime. And the sheriff held true to his word.
You know, for the family to feel like we've been successful so far is very gratifying.
Two men bound by their determination for justice. As you can see, crime scene tape is up, but this home is now gone. What you can't see is the heartbreak of a grandmother fighting to stay strong.
She had just gotten out of the hospital when this picture was made.
Lynette Chester earned her survival title early on. Since the age of 9, she fought many health battles, loss of hearing, heart problems, and eye surgeries. But the last one proved the fight of her life.
When they called me and told me how bad her burns were, I felt that God would take her.
Lynette's body was badly burned in a LaGrange house fire, October 28th. Her mom says she spent a week in a coma before taking her final breath November 6th. And it didn't have to end this way. She made it out the first time, but returned for her two boys, Desmond and William. Ultimately, none of them survived.
Well, I know it may sound strange to some people, but I'm glad that she went back for her children. I'm glad that they were all together.